am back. I'm using a nicer tripod, but now I gotta figure out how to use it. I didn't buy this one. I think this belonged to the missus, but no, this is just a quick little project. One of the reasons I'm picky about machinery is if you can replace the parts, because if it's specific to something that, like, hey, I can't replace a motor. For example, I don't even know if this would work, but like that motor could be replaced if it burned out for any reason. In this particular case, this drill press, some mud daubers built a nest inside the fan for the motor, and then when I turned it on, it just blew up. And the capacitor on there, here's the replacement. So I went and bought a new motor, and so this is just going to go on here like this, like so, and we'll be back up and running. And the reason I held on to this drill press is if you can, when you're looking at something, if it's really specific, we got some squatters that are going to get evicted from the subsidized housing, as it were. Yeah, I'm just kind of specific when it comes to looking at a tool, and if it's the motor is like a lawnmower, you can replace the engine. You know, Kohler and Briggs and Stratton and Honda, you can take that motor and it's got the same shaft in a similar location in the mounts, and that's basically what's going on here. So if your tool goes out and you can replace a component from somebody else, I'd say a huge part of being able to fix anything is just knowing your contacts. A lot of people call me and they're like, hey, Zach, I got something that's broken. Where do I get it fixed? Or they come and they say, hey, what would you do with this? I'm not necessarily fixing it. I'm giving them a number to somebody that sells motors or repairs motors, works on power washers, an electrician that is familiar with industry. And when you have like the electrician that I use, I like to think he's a good friend of mine. So Doug, if you're watching, I love you. When you're plugged into industry and you have to fix a part, you just got to know who to call. And it may take 4 or 5 phone calls on like, hey, I'm going to start here, and then they'll refer you to this person, this person, this person, this person, and then you finally get to where you need. It's not always an Amazon fix. So, yeah, I'm happy with the motor that we got. But, yeah, I guess.
So, let's get started.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sit in front of you. Butterfingers. Butter. Now we gotta get this pulley on this keyway. Okay, and what I can't believe is how thin this belt is. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. I know one other guy with this drill press, and we were both kind of stunned as to how thin this thing is. Now this is saying we're just going to go kind of mid-grade. This needs to be much lower. So this. So that's as low as that can seat, but this is kind of a problem because I can't lower the. So that's square, but. So if you look here, you've got a pulley and a pulley, and this is a cone, basically like a funnel going down and then like an upside down. And so this spindle right here, it tells you that if you are, this is the motor, which is going to be fixed. So if you are on the big one, going to the smallest one, your RPM is going to be 8550. And then if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to be 2300, 1325, or the slowest would be this guy's spinning really fast, and this is spinning really slow. So this gear ratio changes your speed. And depending on recommended for drill bit size, so you can change this let's just say you're cutting through, I'm going to be cutting through aluminum, and I'm going to be going through, what is it? 730 seconds is pretty close to 830 seconds. Yeah, that'd be, so I need to be at the 4250, which would be 1, 2, 3. So I need to be here. So this is not ideal because the belt's like going up. It needs to be going flat, and also when I bring this here, it's not square. It's actually kind of now tapering across, so when I close it, that spindle may be, I mean, I'm within tolerance, but it is hitting, so that's not okay. So we need to figure out what is binding on this pulley. Oh, I'm stupid.
First try.
There's a set screw in there, and it was hitting the keyway. So now we can, yeah, boom, look at that. Okay, so now, what did I say? We need to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one to this one is good.
So I'm editing this video, and this is how stupid I am. Never knew there was a tap and die chart on the side of my drill press.
So now I've got this tensioner rod, and this is meant to just push the motor out. So step one, I need this pushes against this. This belt actually needs to come up a little bit. That's running pretty true. I like that. And what this does is this pushes. So I need to tighten the motor up. Okay, so now the motor's seated. Looks like we're running pretty true. Okay, so now that rod that fell out, and right here. Okay, so this is going to press on here, and I'm just putting enough tension, and then I set this, and that sets my tension. So
First try.
Whoops.
this comes out. I don't like that. Now, I didn't take a picture of this before I took it off, which was a mistake on my part, but we're in the here and now, so I don't know what I think of that. I mean, it's on there. In fact, we're gonna plug this in.
But this cable plugs into. I don't need my name tag here. Now I'm going to plug this in. See what
So it's spinning the right direction. I don't like how wobbly it is. You know, I'm going to do a little Google search to see if there's a better picture how to tension this, because I don't like how, I mean, this is heavy. So, I mean, I get it. But maybe I'm just going to lower my speed. Yeah. 1325. We're going to go down to the next one. That's like rattling. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. So I was right. Not a big fan of this configuration, but it meets the specs of the manual that I found on an internet machine. So we're gonna go with it. It said moderate pressure. So I'm gonna say that that's kind of moderate. I'm gonna try. Okay. We got a light on this guy. Light there. And it said if it comes undone, just redo it. I don't know. So anyway, we're back up and running. And now I've actually got a table, what do you call it? This is just a vise. I haven't used this in a long time for a host of reasons, but I have acquired a turntable that can mount on this. So I'm going to lower this, get that in there where I can clamp it in and then like make a fine-tuned adjustment. So this is a long time coming, so I'm pretty pumped. I just don't like how this could fall down. I just don't like that. Don't like it at all. So, okay. So nothing too crazy on this front, but that's how you replace a motor, or in my particular case, how I replaced my motor. And yeah, it's not necessarily what you know, but who you know. Continue to build your network, and don't burn any bridges, and know people, because that's a big part of knowing how to do all kinds of stuff. And if you don't have somebody in your Rolodex, maybe you're the Rolodex to somebody else. Aaron wanted me to be sponsored by somebody. Here, how about this? This works. And now time to talk about our sponsor. I'm not sponsored by anybody. But this would be a great time to like, subscribe. It takes a lot of effort and equipment to create this content, so I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thanks for watching. God bless.
Okay, bye.